Right, tonight we're looking at soccer scouts, international soccer scouts who go looking for local talent and what happens to them. We'll speak to a young player. So we're joined by Busang Dikobe. He's 4 years old, a South African footballer who played for local development teams before playing in the China 4th Division at a very young age. Through the first edition of Socca Dream International Soccer Clinic held in September this year, Dikobe has earned himself a trial in the Italian lower divisions. Busang joins us tonight together with Socca Dream International CEO Sduduzo Masuku and his partner FIFA agent Aris Albetti. Good evening and welcome to the sports edition. Nice to be with you. Let's start with you, Busang. I mean, so at what age were you found? What were you doing? What was your experience before that?
Found by them?
Yeah.
They found me this year, but if we say...
Go back to before you went to China, just tell me the whole journey. Yeah.
Well, my whole life I've been an athlete. From primary school, high school, I mean we all go to primary school, high school. So I've been an athlete my whole life and I've always known it's what I want to do. Academics weren't really my thing, but regardless I went to school. I went to varsity, I did what I had to. You know, I completed my academics, but I knew that after that, my focus needs to be recalibrated into sport. And so I tried my best. I looked for all the available channels to me to expose my talent that I know I have, because all my life I've trained, I've kept fit. When people went out, I was staying in, not to watch movies, to gym, to eat healthy. When they eat burgers, I eat vegetables, you know what I mean? It's the mentality, and it started at a young age for me, because my father was actually quite the footballer, goalkeeper, but you know, goalkeeper, I'm a striker. So it was kind of inevitable for me, you know.
Okay.
And I'm just glad I found them this year. Look, over the years, I struggled to find someone who was serious and would take me serious, because I'm serious about myself.
Yeah.
So when you find guys like these who are willing to really help you, to check up on you, to get you connected to the right people, and look, they weren't playing with me, they wanted me to get to where I needed to be.
Yeah.
And I think at times they take good care of me more than I take good care of myself, you know what I mean?
What is the Italian opportunity? What does it mean for you?
For me, it's first things first, going there, getting there, arriving. When you arrive, do you arrive as a tourist? No, you arrive as a football player. And so those channels that they have to be able to put you on a field with professional football players in actual teams and have you trial there with the opportunity to maybe be signed by them.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what a trial is.
So Sduduzo, he'll go to Italy and trial with different teams.
Yes.
I mean, just explain the sort of opportunities. Tell us about those teams.
Yeah, that's correct. And thank you for having us. You know, for Busang, so he gets to Italy. You know, we check the level first of the player. As he arrives to one of the academies in Italy, the ones that we work with, it's called FGA Academy. And throughout the days that he's there, you know, he goes through the paces with the coaches that side, and after that they just plug him in teams in the Serie A, second divisions, 5th division, 4th division, depending on the level of the player. So yeah, that's the process pretty much. Yeah.
And Aris, how competitive is this? I mean, how many players are going to be fielded, go through this process? Are you looking at a great opportunity or potentially just an experience and he's coming home?
No, obviously, you know, we found a lot of support and a lot of desire by young South African players, where they heard about our program and they want to be part, they want to become professional players. And for us is also to give the opportunity to players that for certain reason maybe they did not have that chance, you know. And obviously there are many players. We do a lot of pre-trials and camps to identify as much players as possible, because for me, you know, it's his talent is important, but there is also other elements that they build the soccer players: the desire, the willingness, the discipline, and all these elements, we can't find it in one-day trials. That's why we organize this 5 days camp in South Africa, where we invite international coaches, scouts, and not just focusing on the talent, but also focusing on the individuals and understand who they are, how they're willing to pursue the dream. Because as Busang said, you go there, it's a different environment, different language, different weather, so you have to be strong.
It could be overwhelming, actually.
Absolutely.
And I want to ask you what you look out for. I mean, how do you find talent? But first, Sduduzo, sometimes it's seen as a bit of a dark art, soccer scouting. I mean, just demystify how you sort of get involved, how it works.
First of all, I'd love to mention this, that when you in this industry, first of all, you need to have passion for it, because it's not a very easy job to do. There's a lot of traveling, there's a lot of patience that's needed, there's a lot of looking, and also in South Africa, you find different types of characters. Like Aris has mentioned, that we're not only looking for football players, but we're looking for characters. People with character, people with good character.
Because that means sustainability.
Exactly. Because you don't want to involve yourself with someone that in the long run will give you problems. So
does that mean he's not allowed to throw himself down on the floor and roll over and play dead? Or is drama allowed?
Drama is allowed to a certain extent, because most of the players that we deal with is youngsters, they're still learning, they're still growing as individuals as well. They come from different backgrounds, but we always try, to bring them, just Aris has explained. In our previous 5-day camp, it was amazing, because we had like 70 plus players that came through, different characters, different backgrounds, and when they came through the camp, and we scouted 4 players from that, the boys were amazing, because the way they came, they loved different people after the camp, because they were motivated, they wanted to do more, they wanted to be winners, they could tell that, they could feel that they're getting somewhere. So those are the type of people, those are the type of players we're looking for.
Okay, one more question for each of you. Busang, so if the end goal is to be a professional soccer player, is that here in South Africa or overseas? Or does it matter for you?
For me, playing football matters. Let's start there. And where I play football, for me, it doesn't really matter, because if people get to see me and I'm able to achieve my goal of showing the world what I am capable of, I know what I'm capable of. I just need someone to see what I already know and value that and put me in a team that's willing to have me, and I will give it my all.
Great. And Aris, I mean, how does a young talented player get your attention?
As I say, we're looking in different aspects of the players. So obviously the talent is important, but as I say, there are many talented players. When we scout a player, we go deep. We want to understand your background. We want to speak with your family. We want to know if you are performing at school, because education is also another part of our program that we really take care, because you can become a footballer, but you need to have an education in case something do not go according to the plan. So there is many experts, but as I say, talent, there is a lot of talent, but the mental aspect, discipline, and coachability, and also be humble, because that will take you far, and I think is in any business or any job, if you have this characteristic,
it always helps.
It always helps.
Yeah. All right, fascinating. Thank you for this discussion, gentlemen. Busang, the young and upcoming soccer star, we'll see where you go, and our 2 scouts, Aris and Sduduzo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's continue with the sporting action. An unbeaten century from New Zealand opener Tom Latham put the Black Caps in charge of their own destiny on day 1 of the second cricket test against England at Seddon Park in Hamilton. And in Adelaide, a mammoth, unbroken 294-run second wicket partnership between David Warner and Manus Labuschagne meant Australia are in complete control against Pakistan on day 1 of the second test as well.
Joe Root won the toss for England but decided to send the Kiwis into bat first. And with an all-seam attack, it was